واحد اثنين ثلاثة.
Why settle for two?
when third time is the charm.
Welcome to the tripod. Welcome to the tripod. This is episode 4 with ZEREDA.
Rejoice.
And Byron.
And you know what they usually say? It's better the devil you know than the angel you don't know. But in these times, will you really know the difference between the demon, the devil, the angel? So today's conversation is going to be simple and direct. We're looking at living fake lives. Guys, are you ready?
Very.
Hey, you look tired.
Very good.
What's
It's
going
been
on?
a long day. It's been a long day. You know Mondays are tiresome.
I actually enjoy Mondays because I get to hang out with you guys. Not gonna lie, I look forward to the end of a Monday because I know I have Bible study and I get to hang out with you guys. Hey!
You see, but I think another issue is because we've had a long weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I still had to work on Friday, so I didn't even feel like I had a.
Sorry.
Rejoice,
Yes.
how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Why are you giving soft girl energy? What's going on here, Hilwa?
The makeup. Today I'm demure.
We can't even hear your voice.
Are you sure? Okay.
Alrighty. So Byron, Kickstarters. Have you ever had a friend who, when you are with them, it's like you think you know who they are, and then when you see them with other people in other spaces, they're like two different people.
I think all of us have got that personality
Yo.
subconsciously. I think we live double lives subconsciously, because, and I don't know if that is what will grade as fake life, but I don't think the way you act when you're around me is the way you act when you're around other people.
Why did you pause? What are you thinking about?
But is
To be
right.
sincere.
Yes.
Because I don't think if there's just anyone who acts the same in all places or around everyone,
True.
you'll find that when you're around a certain group of people, you act a different way. When you're around another set of group of people, you act in a different way. Those are so it's like you're emulating two different personalities. But does it mean that you're faking when you're with these other people? I just feel at times when it comes to personalities, everyone has got different sides depending on the environment and the people that he or she is dealing with at that particular moment.
I think I beg to differ to this extent, to a small extent, because character is like pregnancy, right? It always reveals itself. Yeah, character is like
That's your
pregnancy.
analogy. Let me
It's
see
a
that.
saying. It's a saying. Character is like pregnancy. It always reveals itself. Now, you may be... I think naturally we've been taught to be avatars. At the workplace, in church, at home, with your friends, if you have a significant other. Like, we've been taught how to mold yourself into these different facets. However, there's a consistency of who you are in all of these timelines. There's something about you that's unchanging. But then there are some people who don't have that unchanging nature inside of them. Am I making sense? Is it landing?
I totally agree with both of you, because it's just that we've not yet gotten the point of our pretentious lives. And now you can, it's very normal for you. It's actually, you should not treat people or behave with people, with everybody the same, because people are not the same. But then when we talk about pretentious life standards, you're rich online and then you're actually not rich. I don't want to say poor.
You're
Nobody's
poor.
poor in the name of God forbid.
You're poor.
I
There are people who are
rebuke it.
poor.
There are people who are
Okay.
in
Yes.
abject poverty.
Yes, but then having different personalities
Actually-
when you're with different people, it's totally different than having a fake life, let's say.
Actually, today there's something. This is so funny because there's something that I just got from the internet today.
Yeah.
It's Kenyan global wealth distribution. It's like they're categorizing people according to their earning and now their level of wealth category. Now people
We might be at the bottom
Wait,
if I was a
listen.
Kenyan.
people earning. Now this one is according to the global wealth distribution, not just Kenya, but now people earning under $75 you are regarded as extremely poor.
Yes, sure.
People earning between $75 and $380, you are very poor.
That's
Yo.
per day, per
Wait.
month, per year.
This is per year. Per month, I think.
Hey, it can't
Per
be per
month.
year.
This is per month. This is per month. People earning $380 to $1,500 per month. You are regarded as poor.
Yes, sure. Don't you
Then
guys
honestly,
Wait,
what
let me
standard
continue.
is that?
People earning between $1,500 to $7,500. Now those are the people who are regarded as lower working class. Then $7,500 to $37,500, lower middle class still. Upper middle class are people who earn between $37,000 to $150,000. Then now the rich is $150,000 to $750,000. Very rich, $750,000 to $7.5 million. Ultra wealthy, now these are people who are $7.5 million and
Kina
above.
Mark
So,
Zuckerberg.
according to you, where are you?
No, yeah, Byron, me, before I tell you where I am, me.
Are you there very
no,
poor?
No, me, I'm extremely. But I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something. Please stop laughing. I'm extremely poor. What do you mean?
Girl, you said
Hey.
God
My
forbid, it's
destiny helper might be watching. I'm
Baby.
extremely poor. No, but then what these people forgot is that living standards are not the same. Having $1,000 in as someone who lives in Gudele today, I am not poor. Eh?
According to your surrounding, yes, you're
Yes,
not poor.
the
But
poor.
according
No,
to
no.
the global
What
wealth
concern me with
distribution, you're
global?
poor.
Nothing concerns me with other
You're
people.
poor.
Living here, you will have balanced diet. If you earn 1,000, have balanced diet. You will even buy a car. Your kids will go and study abroad.
Hey,
$1,000.
1,000, that's a lie.
If you're
hun.
earning $1,000 per month,
Your kids will study abroad where?
How?
abroad is
Which
Uganda,
abroad?
Kenya. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying overseas. I'm saying abroad.
Undersea.
in a different border.
Across the border.
Yes, your children-
Not too far, just here.
No, your children can study in. I know people who earn 300, but their kids are in Uganda studying.
One hand or both hands?
Those people are not earning 300.
300
That
per
is
month.
how much you know they are earning.
Yeah.
But they are getting more than that.
No. These are people I know.
Wait, that's what I'm telling you. $300. How much are they paying the house there? How much are they paying the fee there? Then go to feeding.
Nanti,
Come
now-
back, they're also
Fees.
living
I
here.
want you to understand that we are South Sudanese. There are so many things that you can forego. For example, housing. Because
So in Uganda, they are
we're
not
always,
living?
No, they are living. But then South Sudanese, we live in extended families, especially when you go to Uganda, Kenya. You will have a relative, of course, who has a house there and your children will stay. So, like, there is always a way you will
But you have
figure
to
things
contribute
out.
either way. It's not like it's free.
Me, I know people who don't.
$300 is small.
I'm not saying it's good, but many people don't. They just dump their
Rejoice
kids
is
there.
relative.
God for no. Worry, don't put me in problems.
$300 is very small
No,
money,
it's
actually.
not small. Wallahi, I have my friend. She earns
It's
300,
small,
but her
Rejoice.
daughter is in Kampala studying. Again, you can't educate 10 kids in Kampala with $300, but one at least you can. But you can have balanced diet with $300, Jamo. You will eat fruits.
Anyways, we're digressing from the point. You'll eat fruit. No. But I think the concept of living, like, it's good what you talked about, the perspectives, right? But I think the genesis of it is you can only live a fake life if you have the capacity to, like, if there's no, I think if your character is really just, there's no symmetry in your character. That's what I mean. Because I think,
But living a fake life is not bad, Jama, provided I'm not harming anyone.
you're harming people who are viewing. You're harming people who are indulging in your content because you're creating a
It's your
narrative.
problem. Me, I want to fake it until you make it. Me, today, if I want
What
to
if you don't
identify
make
as a
it?
rich person, I will make it.
You
I
don't
will make it. I will make it in the name of Jesus. You, Byron is an enemy of progress.
No, but it's true. Some people have never made it, but then they create the impression that they made it. And the danger with that is you also limit your opportunities. If you really think about it, looking at the two sides of the coin, on one hand, when you present yourself to people, people have an expectation, and when I come to your house, or when we can go for dinner at Pyramid, but then
People who fake it don't even take you to their houses.
you know why?
I know why, but then most people who fake it, me, I know most of the people who faked it, they made it, unless you tried to again. There are people who go extreme, and then you may end up dying in the process, or or getting. And with him, there are a lot of because there are a lot of things people do to fake life. So, but then there are people who are smart who actually make it at the end, because, my dear, wealth chases wealth. So if you pretend to have wealth, wealth might actually chase you.
You know, there's this story it was on Netflix. It was it was Anna, something Anna. I don't know if you guys.
Yeah, I think
Inventing Anna.
Inventing Anna.
Inventing
Imagine.
Anna.
Did you see that girl?
And, as in, you know, at first when you start watching it, it seems like no, her dad is actually wealthy, because how are you gonna hire a private jet and somehow somebody believes you to that extent? But I think that's the danger of it all, because eventually she made it until she didn't make it.
And there was also another one. It was called what? Swindler.
Tinder Swindler.
Tinder Swindler.
Ooh.
I didn't hear about that one.
That one was also
that one was so
on
nice.
Netflix, I think.
And let me tell you one thing about these people lived a good life. I don't mind living like Anna and then going to prison in my late 30s. It's not a problem. But after I've really enjoyed it, because Anna maxed. She was in expensive hotels, private jets, sitting with billionaires and scamming them. And I'm like, sincerely.
But you see, there's someone who's faking, and there's someone who's just, let me say, like overpricing their living standards. There's someone who there's someone who will go in front of someone's car and take a photo as if the car is theirs, but they cannot even get access to it. But there's someone, yes, will hire that car, has the money to hire that car. Cannot buy it, but has the money to hire that car. And even for a week or for a month.
That's what I'm telling
but
you. There are levels
those ones
to this thing.
So that they have money, but they over-exaggerate how much they have.
It's the same.
But now there's that one who
It's just a
doesn't...
different level, my dear.
Now there's that one who doesn't totally have it.
Why are you?
Like,
talk to me direct. Don't go through the
like
corners.
you see, there are people who you see taking photos.
It's true.
Because there are people who also even do walk-ins into hotels and take photos. But there's that one who will go into the hotel, actually buy the food. Yeah.
I know people who go to hotels, like someone will dress up, someone says all the way in Gureis, all the way in Chondoru, someone will dress up, wear high heels, go to a hotel, take pictures, not even buy water, and leave. Me, the only thing that can get me out of our gate is if there is food wherever I'm going.
But you see, the thing is,
just wear heels and
you're
go.
denouncing what you're standing for.
What do you
Because
mean?
you're saying it's okay. It's okay for you to wear those
And
heels,
it's
to
okay
wear
for
that
them
dress.
because as long as you're not unaliving anyone, it is fine.
But
I
that's
will
not
not
the
do
only
it.
danger, because really look at it. I think also I've heard of young ladies who dress up, and the intention is, I think it was in Nairobi at the time. I don't know if
Packaging?
it's the same thing. Like you dress up, you look the part. 10 out of 10. But there's always something about you that exposes you. Either your speech, your lack of intellectual intelligence. Like
My
in certain
Lord.
rooms, you're exposed. And the danger about being exposed, especially when you're vulnerable in a space where people may know more than you do, it is dangerous to these women. We've seen so many cases of women who were killed, basically, because of faking this life, showing young girls. And they're like in their 20s, they're like 21. Even recently, there's this girlie, but I'm not saying she's faking her life. I don't know anything about her. She's from Uganda.
The one who recently
With the bowdies. So, yeah.
Huh?
She's a...
What do you say? The bowdy. I say the booty.
What happened to her?
No, but like I heard she's really young. She's like a 23-year-old. And some people claim that to look the part, she dressed the body to be the part. And these are the dangers, because we're teaching young girls.
I've not understood yet.
Basically,
She went for BBL or she...
purportedly, because people have done a side by side of of who she was prior to making it big in the industry, and the dangers of faking life, or rather teaching other people that it's okay to do these things and not having the wisdom or the understanding, because there's a distinction between me going to restaurants and maybe it's something I'm manifesting, right? You go sit there, you order a cup of coffee, and you're like, okay, this is how rich people think, this is how they sit, this is who they talk to, these are the conversations I have. It's not a fake life, it's sort of like learning and having a protracted vision. But then, like Byron said, me going in front of someone's V8, just going to take a picture, creating the impression that I'm in Bali, I'm in Mauritius, but the means as to how I'm getting it, maybe it's through like prostitution or things like that, or maybe I'm altering myself, and we're teaching people not to be content with who they are innately.
No.
Yeah.
I don't agree about the part of teaching people not to be content. When I'm faking my life, I'm not teaching you anything not to be content. If you're already not content with your life, that is when you will go and follow, and you may end up being an example. But if you're content with your life, you will see me, scroll, and continue with your life. If not, go to a restaurant tomorrow and sit.
But again, there's one thing that I want to ask. When we say someone is faking, there are two aspects. I'll go a bit to what I talked about. There's me walking into Pyramid, ordering food, taking a photo, and posting. There's someone else uploading a photo, the same photo, posting on their own page, then writing, having lunch at Pyramid.
Yeah.
That is the
Deception.
faking.
Now, which is the faking?
That is the faking.
The second,
The
second
other
one.
Yeah.
But even me, it's not that I'm so rich,
Exactly.
but
Uh-huh.
I can buy, even if it's once in a year,
But you
I can walk into Pyramid.
But it's
But
true.
you see, most of the time, we look at people that, she's faking. She doesn't have money, because you saw they went to Pyramid and took a photo.
Yeah.
We start terming them as they're faking their lifestyle. So, you see there are those two aspects.
Byron is very
But you
smart.
see, you are very intelligent. For me, the distinction is, one, you bought it with your own money. It's not like you're trying to pick something from someone else's life and masquerade it as something that's your own. I don't know if that's making sense.
getting-
And carry
It's
on.
okay, I wanted to say, the issue, why I brought it up, nowadays, us, when we see someone, since we know them, and we know they are not so rich, when they go to Pyramid and they take a photo having lunch, as we start tagging them as faking life. Most of the
Yeah.
people we tag are faking life. It's not that they are faking, it's the standard we have measured their life standard with, is we don't expect them to be at a certain place.
Yes,
No, yeah,
to
but-
rise
So we
above
start
it.
judging them as faking.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then the thing is this, when you go to Pyramid and you eat, it's even if once a year, it is okay. But then when you come and you start telling us, I go to Pyramid every day to have lunch, that is when it becomes a problem. Even if you have that, so because you have that one picture, you come oppressing me in Gudele that, me, I eat in Pyramid every day.
You see, when I start
So that is
adding-
when it is wrong.
When I start adding every day, that becomes. But I'm now talking about the reality on the ground. Most
But
of
why
the
is
time, we judge people to be faking life because we saw.
We've limited them.
limited
because
them.
we saw, according to the standard we've measured them, we see.
They
You
shouldn't
saw she
afford
posted. She took a photo. We start saying they're faking life because we don't expect them to be at that particular place.
And we're the ones who have limited them with our expectations of them. But doesn't mean it's the reality.
Okay.
But also, I don't have a problem if I was eating at Pyramid every day and I want to post it. I'm allowed to.
It's not a problem.
But for someone to presume that all of a sudden now I'm showing off, also, I think one of the things we really underestimate is you don't actually know someone's personal goal. You're not anyone's main character. All of us are supporting characters in our lives. So if, for instance, we had a conversation with you and you said you want to be a billionaire, right? You want to have a lot of money. So when you get to the point where you have a lot of money and then you start like showing us like big tech cameras and things like that, for me to be like, oh, now all of a sudden he wants to show us that he has cameras, it's a reflection of me. It's a reflection of me and my lack of. It's not a reflection of Byron and what his capacity is. So I think that's a very good perspective. And I don't agree with, hey, people are just envious. It's like you should do well. It's true. You should do well, but not better than I expect you to.
Okay, now, have you had cases of girls who, let me say, date people they thought are rich, and then when you carry Bele, you go home and you find he doesn't have a mattress. is that person faking life? Because he's actually getting money, but he's just not injecting it.
He's faking life.
Not faking. Not faking. You see, the issue is this. The issue is this. Do you know something funny? What I've come to realize is that people just have different priorities when it comes to using their money.
Yeah.
There's someone who would not have a TV in their house, but they're driving. But they don't care about having a television in their house.
Girls.
There's
I don't
like
want to.
if you see a lot of photos when they make memes about guys that they better have a mattress on the floor,
Yeah.
but a very big 50-inch TV,
yeah.
and they have a PS5
Yeah.
there. A PS5 is more than $1,000. The TV, but they don't care for a bed. That person is not faking. His priority is he
But
likes
I feel like
gaming.
if you're selling that, if you're selling it, and that's why I'm saying you can't completely de-alienate yourself. My voice, where's it going? You can't completely de-alienate yourself from the reality that you influence someone, whether you want to or you don't want to.
Me, I'm just posting my life. Why are you
But yeah, Byron,
being
but
influenced by
Anyway,
this?
that's the thing, eh? I also agree with this thing of why you're being influenced. But me, I feel like you can live however you want to live. But the moment you add deception in it, that is when it becomes fake. Because now I can be, I can be traveling, I can be doing all I want to do. And I'll create the perception that I am very rich. But then at home, there is nothing. And I see some people who are like that. When they go back home, you see them going back to the village. But then you see them all the time. They're in vacations. They're in what? If you're telling us the truth like that, it is okay. But if you're lying, this is when you're misleading people. And me also, those people who are getting misled, you're the problem.
Like you see, there's an issue that I see even that is trending in Kenya. People castigating people that you're living in an apartment in the city, yet back in the village you don't have a house. Maybe for him that is not a priority for him to build a house in the village.
But then who said
He
building
wants
house
to
is a
live in the
must?
city.
I think also the concept of a house.
They start saying you are living a fake life. You're living in an apartment, paying a lot of money in the
Yeah,
city,
yeah.
but
No,
you don't
no.
have a house in
But
the village.
then,
So
let
people
me tell you.
start saying that they are faking life.
Yeah.
But for him, he's not faking.
See,
He has
that's his reality.
that apartment. He's paying. He has the money to pay,
Yeah.
but he just
Byron.
doesn't see having a house in the village
To
as a
have
priority.
value.
As apart from me, who would feel like I first need to have a good house in the village, then now I get one in the city. But for him, that is not a priority. So it doesn't mean that when he goes to the village and I see a grass-thatched house,
He's
but when
faking
he's in
life.
the city, I see him in an apartment, a 3-bedroom apartment, he's faking life. No.
He's not faking life, but he's not being wise. Because me, I cannot be paying rent year after year,
You see,
year.
But that's
yet
your
I don't have.
perspective.
For him, that is his
That's your
wisdom.
perspective.
That one,
What do you mean?
it's true. You're not wise. If you're living in an apartment now, for like example, we have people who live there. I know people who live in let me say Melekia. Have you seen Melekia properly? Not just here on the main road
You
where
tell
there
us
is
about the
tarmac.
real
If you
Melekia.
enter inside, I think the areas in Melekia that are not even demarcated, and there are people living in these small rokubas, and they are paying a lot of rent, and I'm like, how are you people doing this? And they're like, for us, we want to be in the city. Yet you can go and get a house in Gurei, in Jondoru.
But you see, you're imposing.
I'm
You're
not
imposing.
But it's not wise, Jama.
It's
just
okay
not
to
wise.
to suggest, but you don't have, like, it doesn't have to be how people
No, it's
want to
not
live.
right.
No,
For you
listen.
to be living in an apartment, yet you don't. So tomorrow, when you lose that job, you will come back with us. In fact, some of them, there are some people in Juba who die and there is nowhere to bury them. Because you've been living big
But
with us
that's-
in Juba, and
okay.
for us, we have land. Tomorrow, when we die, they will
Sorry,
bury us.
Rejoice, sorry.
Yes.
They'll
But
be
you know
buried
the-
in their parents' land.
Yeah, and the reason as to why.
Some people's parents don't have land here, and then you can't also be buried in your parents' land because this is their land. Where is your own?
But
I
you see,
don't
that's
know.
the other thing. I think that's why the terminology faking life has a lot of question marks and it's not as direct clearly as we thought. Because, for instance, I'm an able-bodied human being, but I'm still living in my parents' house. People will say you're faking life if you're going to restaurants, if you're posting, or for instance, if you post a day in your life and you don't post everything you do, you can't be capturing every moment. There are places and things that you can't be doing all the time. So would you also say someone who just picks fragments of their lives, puts it together for content because those are the parts of their life they want to remember. Are they faking life? Then when you come home, you're like, you stay with your parents. And when I see you on social media, you're eating at
you're not
Radisson,
faking.
you're eating at Denbush.
That's what I'm telling you. You can do whatever you want with your life. Just don't add deception in it. The moment
But what
you
if
add
someone feels
deception,
that's deception? Because
that's on
it.
them. Now, what deception is, like what Byron said, if I go to Pyramid and I eat and I post it, that is not deception. But the moment I eat it at Pyramid every day, that is deception. You see? So you can go post whatever you want, but then you start telling us, to me, I'm independent, I'm 24, I'm living my best life, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and giving us pressure and making our bodies hot. This is when you're lying.
Are you not the one who said
exactly.
is she not the one who said we should fake it till we make it?
Yeah.
No, but fake it till you make it. I like it. Now me, I'm telling you the difference.
You're
adding
that I got the same person who said that you can't be influencer,
Not
but now you
now.
say you're giving us pressure. Which pressure is coming, Yahilwa?
The other people are getting me. I cannot be pressured because I know. Like in your me, I'm telling you, the moment you add deception, that is when it is fake life. And I'm not saying faking is bad. It's not bad. Fake it until you make it.
But I want to bring also another aspect to
Yeah.
it. You see, there's also this aspect where, and this is what happens in social media most of the times. Do you post your bad days? Do you post your negative side of your life? Or you only post the good side? You only post when you're going out on dates, when you're out on brunch, when you're going out on picnics. But do you post when you're broke?
No.
Do you post when you're not dressed the part?
Maybe on a private account, maybe.
When you're not dressed the part.
No.
So, what we show on social media most of the time is only the good side, right?
Highlight reels, yeah.
So, that is what you show all the time. Then, like, maybe I might not be so well off, but I have a car, right? So what I post most of the time is when I'm driving my car, we are going out with friends, what. Then a calamity befalls me. Like nowadays, people are popular on social media or what. Then you go back to the same platform to ask for help. People are like, but we've been seeing you driving. You have money. You see these people, they always fake life. They fake life. But we thought he has money. Now he's coming again. So you see, there's that. You see, when we talk about this faking life, it's really dynamic because of such situations. Because someone like this, you don't know the other side. Because what in reality we always show.
That's a good part.
The good part. And it doesn't mean that with the good part, you have it all figured out, you see. But as humans, we always feel, the way someone who is driving, that one has everything figured out.
Yeah.
So when you come and now something has happened and you show the other side, they're like, you see, it was just faking. How would we know even maybe the car was not, you see.
I remember when this movie came out, what was the name? Everybody was watching it.
You have to describe the movie.
Which movie?
Because there's so many
It was
movies.
a very sad movie about a woman and her daughter.
Context, more context.
Yes, and the daughter, I think, died, and then she went to... What was the name of this movie? Ya Allah.
Was it a Sudanese, South Sudanese
No,
movie?
it was... it had Cookie. Cookie from Empire. It was... The movie came out last year. It was a Tyler Perry movie. And the woman's daughter died. She went to a bank. People thought she wanted to rob the bank. Yet I think she just had a mind glitch.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I don't remember the name of that movie. What was-
Likewise, but I know what you're talking about.
Yes. Anyway, if you know that movie, I saw some comments. People were saying,
Comment down below the name
how
of the
can
movie.
how can you be poor when you have a car? In Africa, when you're poor, you don't have a car.
Yeah.
So that's what many people were saying. So people, I think it's just, I don't know, maybe our standards of living are very low now. Here, poor people cannot have cars. And people are judging because of that. Yet many people are sympathizing, actually.
But I think that's where it all comes back to perspective. And one of the dangers I've noticed with social media, where it creates the impression that you can share. It's your life. These are your memories. But the reality is, wherever you were exposing our data, it's a field of people with different perspectives. Someone could just be someone could have grown up just believing if you have a car you have money, if you don't have a car you're poor. And we also know of the narrative where it used to be believed that, you know how you'd see some Black Americans, not all, the chains, that's a symbol of we have money. But then other people say wealthy people don't even dress up. So it's a conflict. It's just perspective and what you're fed. And there's also this book I think we should all read, which is the handbook of, it's like a Bible for the puppet master's Bible. And it talks about how everything is persuasive. It's showing someone the truth and then tilting it in a manner that you can influence how they think. So they talk about something as simple as coffee. Like, you know how sometimes if you're ordering a drink, then someone's like, get me 5 samosas. You only wanted to eat 1. But then the ripple effect, you'll find yourself being like, bring for me 3, even though you only wanted 1.
Yeah.
And it's because they usually say if you don't recognize the persuasive game, then you're already being played. So I think these are just some of the things. And something else I wanted to add to what you said, when Byron was talking about how we only showcase our highlight reels, was also because I saw another video that said, if you knew how many people are waiting for that one day when you fall, quote unquote, you would not spend your life, you would not take your life so carelessly. You would not treat it like it doesn't matter, because what is little to you is someone's entirety. And also, social media is pretty brutal. So you go there crying, so they do it. Not everybody will give you a GoFundMe unless they think you're poor.
I don't think I've ever posted how I actually feel about something on social media. Like, I don't know. And I thought everybody's like that. Like, I can't go on. And I start crying and venting about, this is the first platform where I lament. That's what I usually look at, see people who grieve online. And you find someone that have lost someone, they come and they're crying online, or maybe writing very long posts about how they felt. I'm like, how do you do it? Even my joy, I cannot post it like my real joy. Maybe if I'm happy about something, I just post a picture and just. But then I don't think I've ever written like how I actually feel at an exact, not even at an exact moment, how I actually feel in general. Not happiness, not sadness. I don't think I can bring myself to do that. I can post pictures, everybody does that, but some people will come. I'm very happy about this. My children have done this. My kids have. I don't think I can do it. And I thought that's how everybody is.
No. People are different. There are people who post everything. Because you see, one thing about what social media has brought us to, viewership, people want viewership because of the money they get out of social media. So there are people who actually live their lives on social media.
No, but it's not their real lives.
No, there are people who live their when they are cooking,
Everything.
the video is on. When there are people.
But
I nowadays even see people get ready with me. The phone is there in the shower.
But let me tell you, there are those real organic moments, the real them that they don't post, and I'm 100%.
No, they do.
I'm 100%
You
sure
don't
that
really
nobody's
follow.
actually themselves
Listen.
in front of a camera.
You don't really follow content creators.
I follow them.
No, I'll give you an example. So many of
who post things till you're like, hey.
They'll tell you everything.
There is someone I know who used to do that, but that man was he's mentally. I'm very sure. I don't know. No family member confirmed it to me, but I know he is. This man would post pictures. It was on Facebook. That time, I don't think even people were making money. People don't even make that much from Facebook to be posting all that. That man would post when he's in the toilet, when he's brushing, when he's with his wife
People
on the
do
bed.
that.
But
People
what
do
is
that.
people are doing?
When he's...
I
You
think
think we are
just
saying
because you're
something
not
different.
exposed to it,
No,
you
but
don't think it's there, but
maybe
it's real.
if your FYP is not bringing you that.
Yeah,
But
maybe
what we are
it is.
talking about is the same thing.
Everything.
People who are ladies in there's another one. Let me.
Even labor.
She's in the loo, dumping, but the phone is there. The children are coming into the room. I'm like, please, there are things that you
Boundaries,
put boundaries.
yeah.
Like for real. People do it nowadays.
But
People are crazy.
Byron. Yeah, there are some
Go to
unfiltered moments that people don't post.
Go to TikTok and see someone has put the phone. They are sleeping the whole night, and people are also viewing their live.
Yeah, they watch you sleep
A
the
whole night they have put
They
their phone
watch
there.
you. I
See, they put their phone there live, and them they're sleeping,
but
the
I don't
husband
think
and
I'm
the
on
wife.
social media enough. I need
And
to up
people are
my
there.
game.
You see 3,000 people. Now I'm like, I'm just on TikTok watching people
someone
sleeping.
sleep.
Hi, you people. I'm new to this.
I'm telling you that people are doing crazy things.
And I think that saying for you can't shame the shameless, and I'm not saying that these people are shameless, but we're getting to a point in our society where
They're
we don't know
shameless.
what boundaries are and at all.
They're
We've gotten to a point where we think we can say anything and we think we can do anything anywhere.
But anyway, but
That's why
people are
people are
doing
faking life.
people are saying anything and doing anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We've gotten to that point. That's why you can't even tell. That's why when you're asking us, is this song AI? Is it real? Because now we've gotten to a point you can't even know the distinction. But anyways, why they?
But you, have you ever in your life faked anything? It doesn't have to be on social media. It can be even amongst your friends.
Even this is fake. This hair that I'm wearing, I am all fake. This might not even be my real name.
Or you even posted something just to have a feel, but you know it's not real.
But my whole social media is fake because I just post things. I've never posted what I really feel about something. In fact, this video should not go
No,
out
leave
because
that.
now
Leave that. We are talking about now the real faking, where you
The
know
real,
this is
real
not
faking.
real. This one is a lie. This is not real.
all the time, man. People don't fake
I'm trying to understand the context because I'm really trying to.
It can
dig
be
deep.
anything.
anything,
You tell
right?
us first while we think.
Because now you see
You tell
everyone
us.
will do it in a different way. That's why
Uh-huh.
I'm asking. It can be like, let me say. How do I say? I want to bring an example that will be simple to understand. Let me take even an example of maybe that you maybe you went to meet someone. Someone told you, can you pass by Imperial and pick this thing and take home? But you get into Imperial, you pass by the restaurant, you take photos, you post like you are having. You might not even put a caption,
Yeah.
but your intention for posting it is for people to
know that you're in there.
or to think that you went there for lunch, but you know you are just passing to pick something and take home something of that sort.
Me, I can't
You see,
tell.
like the
But
intention why you posted
Was to draw
to
traction.
let people see and maybe think.
I think maybe conflict. Maybe if I'm having a tiff with someone and I know people are talking about it and I want to like put it to rest because I'm not going to address it in no way. So maybe just like,
Or let me
well, okay.
bring it closer for you ladies. You've broken up with your boyfriend. You're still hurting. You're not okay.
This is going to be
You're
tough.
not okay.
Yeah.
But now you start posting things to pretend that you are okay. You're faking it. You're faking it.
I've never liked anybody enough to do
You're
that.
faking it. So posting it so that he can see and maybe feel
No.
jealous.
No.
That I'm doing okay.
Personally, I block
Me, I'm
all.
okay.
I block. I like to just if we're no longer moving together in this life, I don't think any of us should have access to anything.
And me, I don't think anybody has even given me that much pressure to be pretending that I'm okay. I'm even okay. I'm always okay.
And usually
like it's
get
not-
You are lying.
Yeah, Byron, you tell
You
us
are
your
lying.
experience.
No, but
Clearly.
Byron.
Mostly for ladies, you are lying.
No,
No.
Which ladies have you met? Let's give you a
Let me
different
tell you,
picture.
Mostly for ladies.
Let me tell you, me, I lie a lot, but then
Wait.
no, it's the truth. I lie. You can call me now. There is a time I was in a Raksha, and someone called me like, hey, I'm in Konyo. Yes, I was in Kubra. Like me, I lie. But they are white lies, not like lies that can harm anybody.
Lie, it's a lie. Which lie? White lie and black lie.
I don't think I am fake like that. Let me see. Am I? But faking is not wrong. But I don't think.
You have really insisted on the faking not being wrong. That reason now we start doubting.
No. It is wrong, but it is not bad. But I don't think I've ever let me see. When have I? I have ever. I have ever now remember the scenario, and I'm not going to say it here because people will
Because
know.
you see, I knew you might
remembered.
just try to pretend, or maybe you've forgotten. but I know mostly for
No,
ladies.
I've remembered a
there's an
lot of
instant.
scenarios.
Maybe
No,
for
but
ladies
no,
there's an instant.
not man related. Those ones of where you go somewhere and then you take a picture and you post. Not man related. No man has ever given
Men
me
don't have
pressure
that
like
effect
that.
on us. And you, Byron, give us your tea.
Give us your teeth. Like he does that to women.
One thing when it comes to what you guys are saying, I don't know. Though that one is a totally different topic, but I don't block people. I don't know. I think maybe I used to.
I can wake
I
up
don't
at
block
1
people.
a.m. just.
I don't block people. No
block
matter. I don't. What I do, I delete your number. I don't block.
Me, I don't.
Because why are you blocking? Why are you still having the number then?
You know,
Just delete.
me, I delete and
Me,
block.
delete
It's not
and
that
block.
I haven't
Why
deleted your
block?
number.
But me, it's
Why
very
block?
it's
Social
very
media.
hard for me to
I don't
block.
need your number on social media. You have access to me. I don't think you have
Why are
any
you
right to have
blocking?
access to me.
Why are you blocking?
So you don't
That
have
is my
access to me.
question.
It's for me. It's for my.
So you feel they'll still try to get to you?
Because they do.
Why do you feel that? Why do you feel that?
No,
Because
That is
because
the thing.
there's evidence. Because they do.
let me tell you, it just makes you feel better about the situation sometimes.
I know.
Me, I don't think I don't easily
it
block
makes you
people.
think you'll feel better.
No. Me,
But
I
it
feel
works for some
better.
of us.
It works for me.
Yeah.
Deleting your number, deleting
I
pictures,
delete
deleting.
everything.
But
Even
then it's
you
very hard
delete
for me to
twice.
get to that point. If I get to the point where I'm blocking you, you've hit a nerve. But I don't easily block.
Unashamed. Personally, if you're in my past, let's maintain the boundary.
If we are even getting to talking. Me, I always feel the fact that things do not work between you and someone doesn't mean they become an enemy to the extent where you block.
They're an enemy. They're an enemy.
What
Not
was
even.
that?
to destroy me,
They're an enemy. There is nothing like that. They are an enemy.
It's like, now that is the thing I'm trying to talk about. It's
No,
like, for
Byron.
you feel like it was never meant to end.
Not
Like
that
you are
it was
clinging
never.
to it. Now
No,
that one you are the
no,
one clinging
no.
to it.
No.
Because if it's okay,
You
it was
can
meant.
end something
Wait.
respectively,
If it's-
respectably,
Exactly.
but you
But
decided to
then-
be mad disrespectful
Respectful.
in the midst. Even if I did,
Byron, you don't know what you're talking
you
about.
don't know what people can do under the sun.
Now I'm the one who will ask you, who have you people been dating?
No, me, by the
Let
way.
me tell you, all my exes, I see their status, they see my status. I've
Shut up,
never
boys.
deleted, I've
It's
never
just that he
blocked.
has been
Because he's
dating.
a man.
Yes, he has been dating nice girls who are not. I don't
No,
know, tough enough to block
It was
him.
two mature people who were dating.
Nah.
So when they broke up, it was mutual. It was mutual and
Byron,
on
I
good
think
grounds.
there's certain
So continue
disrespect.
living your life. I
There's a
continue
certain
living
Imagine
my
you
life.
disrespect you
cheats
can't.
on you.
Huh?
Imagine he cheats on you.
He or
Break up.
she.
But now do you
No,
have
Byron. Okay, no, now to us, like, imagine he cheats on you, or there are even ladies who are being beaten, my dear, by boyfriends. Even, in fact, even exes.
But then
So
there's
now
a-
you don't expect me to block such a person?
There's a trend there's something that's trending on TikTok.
Yeah, a woman who's beating people's exes on
No,
their behalf.
leave that one.
I
That one I
want to
even have
join
it
that
on,
woman. I
on
also
my
want to
phone.
talk about that.
I
thing.
usually
have
clap
even
for
the
her in
video.
silence. I'm like, yes.
If all opportunities fail,
There's
I
this
am
one.
joining that
There's this
career.
one in Kenya trending. There's this song for Christina Shusho. People are using it on that trend.
Which song?
I'll get it. Then I'll
Yeah,
tell you.
but I
Where
think-
it's showing, kijana kanipenda, kanichukua, kanitengeneza. Then
What does that
the
mean?
lady,
I am going to-
kijana kanipenda means
Kanichukua.
the boy loved me. Kanipenda, kanichukua took me. Kanitengeneza then made me. But now they have twisted it.
Yeah.
Now, the lady will post when she is good, when they are good in the relationship. Kanitengeneza. The video changes. With blisters, she has been beaten. What.
Yeah.
It's trending so much.
And
Till I was
actually-
like, you mean men are mean like that outside?
Yeah.
Like, damn.
It's because you're not exposed to
Yeah.
it.
No,
They're men.
no, I know. But you see now this one, I always know it happens. But now this one, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
The
7,
monotony.
8, 9,
The algorithm
10.
is working in your favor.
I know I went to search it now to see
That's
because it was really to see because I could not believe what I'm seeing. I'm like, all these men, all these, let me take even 15 ladies. All you get into beautiful ladies. Another one was beaten till she's unrecognizable. I'm like, damn.
Let me
That's
tell you.
actually really painful.
There was a
Just
time,
stay single
how do
like
they
me,
call
damn.
it? There was a time in Kampala, we were out at night, and out of the blue, I just had bah! And some guy was slapping a woman. I was like, that boy should thank himself I was not a ghost, because I would have killed him. And the lady is like out of the blue, and I'm like, this is how they are beating people.
And you see, that also attaches to the concept of faking life. Because I don't know if you can talk about it. It's, like people's relationships. Just it's a Kenyan couple, and there's a lot of speculation that they were not in good terms, and then now it's apparently they had a secret divorce. That's as far as I leave it. But I think that's another thing, like creating this picture perfect. I think the faking life that's what I was saying. We're inducing this system where there's perfection. There's this love where you're always forbearing, you always have patience, you understand each other. Somehow you're not different. People who came from different families with different upbringing, somehow you just kumbaya all the time. And I think the exposure of this fakeness is what's even leading to many people not withstanding things they have the capacity to.
But
Or
see,
also making people stay. Sorry for the interruption. Because for instance, these women who are in abusive relationships, it's not something I can banter about as a woman, because it's hectic. It's very hectic.
But you see, the problem is you also want to fake that you're doing well.
no, but
So
Because-
you continue staying in the
Byron,
Yeah.
it's not
relationship,
faking,
which you
Ejama.
know is not working. But since you don't want people,
You don't want people
to
to say you
see it
guys
as a
broke
failed
up, you're
relationship.
alone.
No, but me hiding.
so you want to continue faking that you're okay, you people
Yeah.
are good, the
It's not
relationship is
faking.
right. It's
It is
faking.
me
faking.
keeping my pain away from other people is not faking.
No,
Those
it's-
are the
it's-
words
the
that have
thing
kept
is
women
this.
in abusive
Yeah,
relationships.
the
Keeping
thing
your
is
pain
this.
away.
You
Kefi,
want
honey.
you want to show that your relationship is okay. You're faking the
Yeah.
relationship to be okay,
And
but
it's
it's
not okay. There's deception because the relationship
Outside
is not
here,
okay.
you're pretending.
Does
you're
that mean I
even-
should be posting it
This
everywhere?
is the thing. No,
But you shouldn't.
today
create-
you are beaten. Yesterday tomorrow you're beaten, but the next day again you post
like
a
everything
photo
is
of you and
great.
your husband, but you're faking.
Yeah.
Because what you're showing is not what is really happening.
Yeah.
What you want people to see is that we are a happy couple. Yet in the evening, boob boob.
No, we're not supposed to laugh
No,
at
yeah, I'm
this.
laughing at the
See,
boof
no,
boof,
no.
not the actual. Yeah, but it's true. It is faking. And
We had a neighbor whose wife used to beat him, and then when they are fighting, he would run outside the fence, and he would be telling her, if you're a woman, come outside. And she would be like, if you're a man, come inside. And they'd be shouting like that. And that's one cup I was so happy for, because at least one for the team. At
No,
least the woman
it's
was
still-
beating a man.
and even
Now that one is good.
actually, I've heard of those stories.
Yeah.
I think I told you guys this was a man called for a family meeting. But when the family arrived, they knew who was the abuser because the man was giving and the woman
Bambi,
put together. Let's talk. So I think those are the things, like faking these sort of scenarios, also just creating the impression that there's such a thing as a perfect relationship. I think they're happy and healthy relationships. But I
But they're
think
not
perfection
perfect.
is for the Lord. I don't think it's for human beings like that.
So now, Z, for someone like me who doesn't post her real life on social media, if I don't post my pain or my problems, does it mean I'm faking it?
No, it just means you're not. Actually, I don't think posting all your
Or
intimate.
telling people around that I have this problem, they're beating me at home, or
no, that's not what we're saying. All we're saying is that, for instance, it's like he's beating you at home. That's a case in point. But then you'll post a video of how you guys went shopping and you ate.
but
That's
The-
what we mean.
When we talk about also on a different side, when it comes to faking, this vehicle is not yours. But you keep on posting my vehicle, my vehicle, my
now
vehicle.
that is the deception. If you're just posting the vehicle,
You are even with it. It's your brother's vehicle.
yes, but then
But
I'm
you
not.
keep on posting.
The moment you start
mine.
saying mine, that is when
my
you're
vehicle, my
faking. But
vehicle.
then
So you see that one you're faking.
But not posting has nothing to do with faking. You've just made a decision you don't want to post.
You
It
don't
has
want to
no
post.
affiliation with that. Yeah. But why do you feel like it's faking? Maybe we need to dig deeper.
But you see, if the same vehicle, if I'm posting it, but
ZEREDA.
I'm not making people to feel or to think that it's mine.
Yeah. It's not faking.
But also again, the same vehicle, I should not be posting something that is not mine all the time.
Who said? If you're being
Now that one
given,
you're faking.
No,
Because the way we say it, you're
no.
already creating a perception on people's mind.
but
Because
it's, why are you building? Why are you building castles in
listen,
the sky?
you,
Have
I
said
see
anything?
you with this vehicle. You're posting today with it, tomorrow, daily, 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 daily. What do I end up believing?
That's on you.
It's yours,
As
right?
long
That's
as I've
on
not
you.
written this is my car.
No.
Because
now
if-
that one is silent faking.
No,
that one
that's-
silently subconscious. That's why I said the one like the example where I
Yeah,
gave.
silent
The
faking.
one that I said, for example, you're posting it. Inwardly, you know what your intention is, but you'll not put it in caption. But inwardly, you know what your intention is. You want people to perceive that it's yours, but you won't write or you won't put a statement that
I
is
think
yours.
I enjoy
And that is
that.
what most guys do. I might not even say the car is mine, but the lady will be like, you see the car he drives. My intention is to use it to get ladies.
and I'll get
So
ladies.
the guy, and that's why when you now realize it's not his, he'll tell you, did I ever tell you it's my car?
But that's what all men say.
I never
Never
told
we
you,
were together.
because I never told you it's my car. You saw me, you have been seeing me with it, but did I ever told you it's mine? So you see, there is that silence.
Subconscious
Subconscious faking.
this
Silent
is a
faking.
new social science term.
But you know why I can't agree with that? It's like, for instance, if Rejoice is out of the country for a whole year, and she says, Z, drive my car every day, go anywhere you need to, because I need the car to move. Anytime I'm moving, of course, my content, you'll see the car. And I'm not gonna be like, oh, by the way, this is Rejoice's car, in case anyone is I don't have to explain my life to you. Did you lend me the car? No.
Now there is this scenario in Juba. I always hear people, and I also contribute in such conversations. I'm also guilty, but I want to know your opinion about it. There are, certain groups of people. You always see them in fancy hotels, dressing nice. I don't know, all the lavish things, but when you go to their homes, problems. Are those people also faking? Like there is totally nothing at home.
That is what I was talking about when we were beginning, where people have different priorities. There are people who want to live for the moment. They get $300. I think, let me go to Pyramid. They don't think about tomorrow. They don't think
Don't
of.
you think
They
these
don't
people
think of
are sick?
upgrading their life. They don't think of moving to a better house. They don't think of.
But that's not okay.
It's not for you. It's not
Yeah,
for
you
them.
it's not. But
For them, they're okay with it.
But again, they're subconsciously faking because they will create the impression that their kids, God, there are things
Yeah.
I don't want. They will create the impression that they are from a wealthy background. But then when you go back home, there is nothing. Just like there is this lady who just, I may also rest in peace. She's a Ugandan. She was living this big life, traveling. But when she passed on, eventually, during the burial ceremony, the whole internet was talking about her, their home, because it didn't reflect what she was living.
But that's what I'm saying. Was she saying, or did she tell anyone she's coming from a rich background?
no.
She was just.
So that one is okay. What
wait,
about
I
this one
think
who's
it's
posting the car
subconscious
every day,
faking.
meaning it's
wait,
okay?
she was just posting,
Subconscious faking.
posting what the life she's living.
Silent faking.
Now this is the thing. Why was she posting?
The intent.
Is it so that people can think, or people can view that she's coming from a rich background, or that she's rich? That is what now determines whether she's faking or not. But she might be living her life. She's not faking. She has the money to go to that hotel. Not that there's a man taking her out.
Valid.
But every money she gets, she thinks of going to Pyramid or to Imperial. Not that there's someone sponsoring her or giving her the money. It's her own money. But she feels that is what she wants to prioritize.
So tomorrow, you as a man, when you come and date such a woman and you want to marry her, don't come and tell us, hey, man, I thought you were rich.
now you
Even
see,
her, she will tell me, I did not tell you I'm from a rich
Good.
background.
It's the same thing that I told you when
With
it
the
comes
car.
to ladies and men.
Yes.
You saw the guy you met actually at Pyramid. And you assumed there's no man who doesn't have
Valid.
money who would come
Poor
to
people
take
meeting
tea
at Pyramid.
Pyramid, right? You start dating the guy. The day that you want to visit his place, he takes you to a Rokuba somewhere.
He
And
doesn't
even
like-
him, when he wants to marry you, you take him to a Rokuba somewhere.
So that is the thing.
But
So
it's
the
not
problem
right.
is, don't judge with what you see.
Yeah, don't judge a book by its cover. All that glitters is not gold.
Don't
How
judge
many
with
more
what you
should we
see.
add?
There are people who just want to live. There are people, me, I just want to go and also live and know how it feels to take coffee at Pyramid.
That's all you want to do.
But not every day.
Maybe
be
I have the
surprised.
money for every day.
Maybe my brother gave me cash. My sister
Maybe
gave
have
me
the
again,
money for
my
every
boss
day.
gave me my salary. Like money just keeps finding you.
Maybe
No,
I
but
have the
then
money for every
I
day.
don't think I would want to associate with such a person. It means that you don't have aspirations, you don't have thoughts for tomorrow, you don't think about securing your future, you're not someone I would
Valid, but that's why we're talking about faking life. And I think to some extent it's also almost giving a parting shot with the reality of it's not, that's why it's better the devil you know than the angel you don't know. It's better for you to know the genesis. Who is this person? Where do they come from? Even your friends. It doesn't even have to be a partner. Even the people you're aspiring to be like, what is the genesis? What is the root cause of why you're aspiring to be like a makeup artist? Why are you aspiring to be like Rejoice? Like just because you're seeing her on the podcast, what is it about her? Because many people could be making the assumption that this is your house, we came and then I don't know, you can't really get into the mind of man or the heart of man in essence, but it's your responsibility to know who is this person. You don't just admire, then you start catching feelings. That's on you, fam.
Then I think me I've come to accept that people will not live life the way I want to live life.
True.
So that's why I'll say I've come to accept there are people who don't care about tomorrow. They care about today and now. So whatever they get, they just want to make themselves happy. Because there are people who will tell you, I might die. Then if I die, okay, I've saved $1 million. I die then.
Then someone will just take it and go with it, yeah.
So and there are us who are consciously living, thinking about tomorrow, the future, 10 years, children whom you still don't have, but you're thinking about creating
Not.
wealth for them. You see,
No.
I'm saying there are those of us who you are thinking about creating wealth even for your children who yet they have not come, you see. But there are those one who, when they come, we will figure it out. For now, let me live. When they come, see,
God
the
forbid.
way I'm figuring my life now, when they come, we'll also figure
And
how they're
somehow-
surviving. And there are people who live like that, and they still survive very well.
And I
Very
want
well.
if it wasn't for education, I would want to live like that. But
Valid.
I am educated and I know better.
But I feel like sometimes subconsciously, I also enjoy the moments. Doesn't mean I'm not thinking of tomorrow, but you have to enjoy your life,
You enjoy your life, but then Zia, it's even I wanted to even tell you about this. There is a calculated faking. There are people who fake because there is a goal they want to reach.
Yes.
Now I would fake to be rich because I want to associate with rich people because
Yeah.
there is this. You see how they do it in movies.
inventing Anna.
But then there are people who are carelessly faking. That is where it is my problem.
They don't actually have a goal.
They don't
just
have
want
a
people
goal
to
for
see that
faking.
they have things.
Exactly. Now me, I would want someone to think I am. I would want to create the impression that I am something that I am not because there is something I want to, or I want to get to that level.
Yeah.
Actually. So, but then someone who is just there is. I don't want to talk about this guy. Like, there are people who are just faking it aimlessly, hopelessly. You're just there wasting your money. Tomorrow you're sleeping hungry. Tomorrow you're borrowing. You're in debt. What's the use?
No, that is stupidity. Like you,
True.
you,
it is
you guys,
stupidity.
you guys heard about the fake lawyer in Kenya.
Yeah.
Brian, I don't know who. But he was representing people in court.
And
you
we
But
watch
he
the
did not
Suits?
graduate. You see? He was a fake
Did
lawyer.
you watch the suit?
Huh?
The suits.
Suits.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the
Suits.
suit,
There's no
the
Suits.
nini.
It's called
Suits. It's called
Suits.
Suits.
I watched
You
it,
watched
all
Suits,
the
right?
7 seasons.
You see how that boy was
All
faking
the
it?
Michael
7
Ross.
seasons.
That is Michael Ross.
Finish your
Fake it till
point.
you
I'm
make
ready
it.
to dive in, please.
So what I'm saying, you see, like, that guy, he faked, like, he knew he had not completed
His bar exam.
his studies, you see. But he faked it.
How was
Actually,
he
they
entering
went...
without a license?
He went and put his, I don't know, there's a way they put their name in the system. His, I think,
I know
was
that.
that,
Now
but
I
he
get
had
it.
not graduated.
But people from East Africa have
He had not
mastered crime.
graduated. But and you see, he was representing people in court and winning cases.
Yeah.
Imagine.
So there's that kind of faking where I think I'll also agree with whatever you're saying. You know, and you see, it's bad. Like the way I said, I can have money I'll be using pyramid so much. I can have money to get access to pyramid. But my intention is, I know in that space I can get businessmen, what people I can get to interact with, right?
Yes.
I know my standard is not for getting into pyramid daily, but I try to make it look like I'm also of that class, so that at least I can get close to those people, and through them, I'm also a businessman. But what I'm looking for is ways to get people who have more than me. I can get maybe capital, investment, or what. There is that, but there is that one that totally you are ground zero,
but
you're trying to show that you are 100. That one is now.
Yeah,
you
and
see,
I think
and that is what I was saying from the beginning. It is unwise and it is not right. Faking.
Yeah, but I think that's what we've talked about. We've highlighted the reality of, if you're just doing it for just, or because you want
For
people on
vibes.
the internet to like you, people will love you today. Tomorrow they will drag you like they didn't like you from the onset.
They will not put food on your table tomorrow.
Literally. But what I like about one thing, I firstly commend that lawyer. I'm gonna say, wherever you are, homie, I commend you.
When you finish, come represent me.
Because I don't think he was faking life. I think there are some people who, I don't know, books. You know, someone says you're street smart, but you're not book smart. Someone in school, they'll be like, you're just dumb. You don't understand the material. But in the real world, they are literally the billionaires. That's why they say how these A students are working for D students, or like the C students, right? And you'd think, but you're an A student because you're book smart. But then these guys were street smart. And they knew, if I can't do well in school, I have to hustle out there. So I don't think he was dumb, because how can you pass law cases? You need to read the law. Law is really all about the books, back and references. So maybe for him, he was just expressing himself like Mike Ross, you know what I mean?
Someone said maybe he had watched all the episodes of Suits and decided to practice it.
But you see, that is a very smart faker. That is the faking that I would commend. Fake for a reason. Don't just fake to just
even
vibe.
Inventing Anna. I don't know if it was that.
Inventing
apparently it's based
Anna.
on a true story, but she was brilliant. For me, if the day I get to hire a private jet, guys, it's
But
over.
most of those high-end scammers, they have money to fake that kind of lifestyle.
But why fake it when you can?
Because you need to have good money to hire a private jet.
But she didn't have money. That's the thing, though.
Like that girl was
No
living
money.
life and she had zero. She would just tell you, oh, my bank app is not working. You pay for this, I'm going to pay you.
That is
She
a
goes,
swindler.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to, and she'd go to banks and
Yeah.
get big loans and be like, yeah, my father, I have a trust fund, I have this, and she'd get, my lord.
And the thing is, most of those guys are like, it's not a lot of money. It's fine. She'll pay me eventually.
She'll
Or
pay
her dad
me
is a
because-
big shot.
And she created the perception that she was this big, rich
Like, yeah.
Russian girl. Huh? And it was Russian, and everybody
need those
Russia, she
guts.
has a
We
lot
need
of
those
money.
guts.
The wisdom. I
You
think
need
it's
I
the
need
guts
the
to
wisdom because
survive.
sincerely.
Not just wisdom.
Going
you
by
need
the law has
guts.
not
That
taken
is not
me
wisdom, that
anywhere.
is
It's
guts.
confidence also. Valid,
That is
valid.
guts, my friend.
We need to have those guts this year.
I need
because,
those guts,
yeah,
my dear,
this year we have
because-
to
carry
make
them.
it.
Things have failed to go legally. I want to take it.
They relax. But I think also, just to veer off a bit, when we talk about living alone, like we've talked about faking life and things like that, but I think, why is it such a taboo in, I don't know if it's East Africa, because in Nai I've seen people like chilling. In Uganda I've seen people living alone. But in South Sudan, when a woman lives alone, it's always you're a prostitute, you want to sleep with men. It's always affiliated to men, and it's usually something negative. Why do you think our society hasn't embraced that? And let me bring up the point 4. Most of us who studied, I was listening to this song by Single D today morning that says, Anina Gaiden Bara. Like, us we're from outside, basically. We've stayed outside the country. So
That's not what he meant.
What did
I
he
know
mean?
that song. It's like we outside, like we are partying, like we outside.
Okay, perception is my reality. But basically, when you're studying in, even if it's not an East African country, even if it's abroad, shout out to you and your families. Your mother, your father, your aunties, they're so comfortable knowing you're living in a dormitory. They're so comfortable knowing you're living in a house alone, but then immediately you're in their vicinity.
I think I'll talk about it from two sides. One, you're saying here they don't allow, so it's a matter of culture.
That's the point that I was
It's
going
a matter
to
of
talk
culture.
about.
Two, when you're outside the country, they have no option. But let me tell you, if you have family members in that country, they will not rent for you a hostel. You'll go. I'm sure they'll make sure you go
I
and
was
live
in a
with your
hostel,
family.
but
Yet you
we
have
had-
family there.
Yeah, but then the school was far. I think if the school was
Now
near
you see,
home,
that is another thing.
but yeah,
But
Maureen,
still-
it's cultural and social, and the fact that the insecurity too. There are a lot of, like, I don't know how to explain to you. The security in Uganda is not the same here. Like in Kampala, you can, I don't know, you can live in a, how do they call it,
In an apartment?
in an apartment anywhere, and you're safe. But in Juba, even us who are living with our parents, we are not safe. So how do you think your mom will feel you living alone somewhere?
But the reason as to why it's conflicting is because we're all, if you're unsafe in your parents' house, why is it that you're more unsafe outside of your parents' house? And also the narrative around it. It's not a matter of security per se for most of them. Because even when you hear, and this is usually elderly men or usually men speaking on the matter, that women are prostituting themselves by living alone. There are certain women, they don't have family in Juba. I think we forget, they're living in, most of their families in the village. And you've also come for uni in the city.
Okay,
But then they have relatives, and so you have to
Some of
understand
them
that we have
don't.
extended families.
Some people don't actually have family like that, and we need to. It's a
Relatives.
reality.
I think when you talk about them saying that women, I want to say that I think this is the truth. You see, one funny thing is that when you look at, even when it comes to tradition, you realize that most of the rules that were made in the traditional days were things that to favor
Men.
not just men, to favor a particular group of people.
Men.
They'll tell you, don't do this, don't do this, because they know maybe if you do it, it will affect them, or they want them to be the only one doing it. There are those rules. So I'll say maybe these same people are doing these same things with ladies who are living alone. So they know.
Men.
So they know. You see, they know. So I'll not let my daughter live alone because or maybe I lived around people who I saw doing that. So I feel then you see, just as a parent, let me tell you, you are saying, why will a parent feel that you are secure with them? But it's just, I think it's just natural. Parents feel you are more safer when you are close to them. Because let me tell you, even if you are 30
True.
or you are 40,
50.
to your mother, you are still just
A baby.
a baby.
And some
She
South
just
Sudanese
will,
homes, you
will
will
treat you because you are still her baby or his baby for the father. So them, they'll just, you are 30, you are feeling, I'm too old, I need to live alone. For them, they're like, no, which old?
You stay
So
home.
it's just,
stay
I
with
think
us.
it's just something that is just there.
It's majorly culture. And then, Juba is Juba is very small. Like, people here, anything or everything that happens in Juba, it spreads out very fast. So all the bad things, I know there are women who are living alone, who are doing well, who are not doing anything, but I'm not saying all of you. But in some apartments, some rentals, a lot of bad things happen, by the way. And people get to hear about these things. That's why every parent is like, if I leave my daughter to go, she will be doing these things. If I leave my daughter to go, she will be doing these things. That's why many parents don't, not even just parents, people. And then automatically they assume, like, for example, there was this, during Callisto's time, there was this issue of Kodos. Smoking men. I know you two don't understand
What
the meaning
is
of
that?
smoking
Yeah.
men. You don't know. People in the comment section, tell her what is smoking men.
Just tell us how we're supposed to
2
flow.
minutes.
Okay.
You're almost done.
Smoking men. So people do these things in homes, I don't know, they call them azaba in Arabic. I don't know how to call it in English. Homes that don't have families, like it's just bachelors living in the house, you know? Homes that are like that. That's where they usually do most of these things. And it was really evident during the time of Callisto because he was removing people from such homes. So every parent is like, if I leave my daughter to go and stay in such a place, she'll obviously do this. So I think that's another reason.
But me, there's one thing I say, and this one me I'll even do for my children, because I've experienced life. My friend, my children will only be allowed to live when they are totally sure and comfortable, because definitely living alone ain't easy. Hey, me this thing that
you will know.
In fact, let no one ever pressure you
To
that
leave.
you are too big. Leave your parents. If your parents have no issue with you still living at home, leave.
Leave.
My friend, life ain't
Because
easy outside.
You will
Leave
realize
the
that
house.
three
Don't
meals,
leave the
three
house.
meals is a privilege.
Hey, get out when you're getting married or when you're married.
Literally.
Or when you're now totally financially stable and you know you're good. Otherwise,
I saw
you'll
someone
eat cabbage
talking.
with
I'm telling you.
portion the whole week.
I saw someone writing that, today morning, I woke up, I ate 6 eggs, I ate a papao. Who just buys a papao if you're living alone?
Yeah.
So if you're living alone, you realize that some things are actually privileges. So don't leave your parents' home. Me, I'm comfortable.
Unless they are chasing you out.
Literally.
Live there comfortably.
No. Even if you're chasing me, there is no way I'd leave my mother's home. Even if she carries all my things tomorrow and put them at the gate, I am not leaving. I'll climb back. What do you mean?
But I think in essence it all ties together, because what we're saying is what the fantasy of living alone, also the fantasy of the things that we see online might not actually be what it looks like. When you think about something, you think it's awesome until you get there. So in essence, today's conversation has been about faking life. What's your opinion about it? Do let us know in the comment section. You can find us on YouTube at tripod_us. And you can like, share, comment. We're on all social media platforms. On TikTok, we are the Tripod Podcast. We're also on YouTube at Tripod with capital letters _us. We're also on Facebook as Tripod. And everywhere else you'd like to find us, Tripod is the name of the game.
Wahid itnain thalatha.
Why settle for two?
When third time is the charm.
Welcome to the Tripod.